All right, we are on day 76 of our homeschool year, and the kids, we are working through the Action Bible devotional, which I love. It's fantastic. And one of the activities this week on that is to do a random act of kindness for someone every day of the week. And so while we were sitting there, Virginia brought me that ginormous box, and in it is this precious picture she drew. So it's got her and her sister, me holding the baby, her dad, and her brother. So stinking cute. So that was her act of kindness today, was a picture for mommy. So the kids are sitting down copywriting out of a psalm, and then they'll do some math practice and some independent reading. Today is our Nature in Action Day. And over the weekend, the snow... Huh? You can go ahead and play it. It's okay.
No.
Hey, relax. Over the weekend, the snow actually melted. There's still a little bit, some in a couple patchy areas, and the ground's still pretty soggy, but there's not still, like 8 inches of snow out there. So we missed Nature in Action, our nature walk last week, and then we missed it the week before because the baby was sick. So they're very excited to get all bundled up and head out and do that today. So we are going to head out and see what we can't see, any miracles that God has working around us out in nature. So we will go and do that, see if we notice any difference of things after having a big heavy snow like we had here a couple weeks ago. So that should be a good time, and just get outside and let them run around because that's what they need, and then they feel better. I think that will be our plan for today. Jen, I think you have more than enough butter, sweetheart. Yes, that is the plan for our Monday. Gigi, that is like a ton of butter.
I like butter.
You like butter?
Yes.
I see.
I even need it.
Yeah.
Now it's time for the sugar.
A little sugar and cinnamon? Just a little bit, please. Okay, a little bit. Thank you.
I like it on my the edges.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to take a little bit.
All right, so if you watched last week, you saw me. I was emptying out our entire bedroom because we are in the process of going through our entire house, the whole property, and getting rid of everything but bare necessities. I would like to say I got a lot done this weekend, but I kind of didn't. Saturday, we actually had a really long Bible study in the morning, and then we did our live video, which was so much fun. I am so glad you guys got to come and hang out with us. And we are going to start doing it every Saturday at noon Eastern time. We're going to do a live video here on YouTube. So we were busy doing that, and then by the time we got done, we had company come over, and we had such a wonderful time in fellowship with them. And so that was just a great time. But it meant I got like nothing accomplished. So then yesterday, Sunday, was... what did we do? I don't even know what we did. Yeah, I really don't remember. But I feel like I didn't get much done. I did get in here and got a little bit done that I will show you. My hot mess. Okay, so this is our living room with all of the junk everywhere. I have just been piling everything in here because we completely emptied our bedroom, which is where my stuff is, my husband's stuff is, the baby stuff is, a bunch of the girls' stuff is. It's disaster. So in everything that's in here, I at least did go through it and like separate. Like that's everything to do with the baby. These are towels that need to get gone through and put away. Girls' clothes individually piled up. Son's clothes, my clothes, blankets. Apparently my husband already put his stuff away, so that's good. Extra cloth diapers, snow stuff, trash, and all kinds of stuff. And then I've already started our pile of things that need to get sold, given away, whatever. So we are making progress, even though it looks like a disaster. At least things are getting separated. And I'm really enjoying my room being like completely empty and having nothing in it and being super clean. It's actually very, very nice and making me very like encouraged to be very, very, very picky about the few items that I do keep and let back in, because it's kind of nice having a very, very clean room. So at least everything is in piles. I'm still working on it. I'm still going. I would really like to have my house back in order, but as of now, this is this is where I'm at. All right, ready to do your reading lesson? Okay, so now I'm gonna say it slow and you're gonna say it fast. If, good job. Alright, I am leaving the kiddos with Daddy, and I am sneaking out of the house real quick. God has graciously provided us the means for our daily bread, and I am going to go run to the grocery store real quick and grab some food for the next couple days. Again, I did not get to do our monthly grocery shopping this month, which I'm so incredibly bummed about because it makes my life so much easier. But apparently that is not what is needed right now because that is not what I am able to do. So I will stop crying about it. I wanted to share while I'm in the car and can possibly talk without being interrupted a billion times. But I don't know if you follow her on like Instagram and YouTube, but Ashley of the Grace and Grit channel, if you've seen her. She's a sweetie, and she's a mama, homeschool mama that I've enjoyed kind of watching her videos and follow her on Instagram and whatnot. And she was talking today about this whole, apparently there was some drama that went down with this homeschool group that she was in, and she shared about it and things like that. But it just got me to thinking about the whole idea, because I do get emails and messages about this topic often, talking about your homeschool community. Who is your homeschool community? Are you part of a homeschool co-op? Do you host your own homeschool co-op? How do you find community and support and anything kind of in that whole range of topics? And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. I think sometimes there can be something wrong with that, but that's not quite my point. My point is that you don't need homeschool community. You don't need homeschool community. You don't need a homeschool support system per se. You don't need that. So if that is something that is holding you up, holding you back, making you upset, anything negative in that way, shape, or form, step one, you don't need it. Society and well-meaning friends and things like that might perpetuate the idea that you need it, but you don't. We have never joined any form of homeschool co-op. We have been invited to various ones, but we have never joined anything like that. I do have one friend who homeschools her children, which we'll totally talk way more about that later. So she does, and our kids get together, quite honestly, for the past couple years. It's very sporadic with long periods in between. So they do exist. We do have a friend who homeschools, but as far as us being like super on top of them getting like frequent and reoccurring times together to do things, it's been a disaster because life. So it's not something that they do or do often or anything like that. And that's okay, because you don't need it. If your family is not on board with your homeschooling, and I mean like extended family, not your husband and it's causing like a quarrel between you or something like that. But if your, mom and sisters and aunts, uncles, whatever, are not on board with your homeschooling, who cares? That literally should have no place in your day to day. if your friends, your close friends, don't get the homeschool thing and that's not something that they're super supportive and helpful with and whatever, that has no bearing in your life. If you are homeschooling your children and you feel like you are less than something because you don't have a co-op and a community and a thing like that to get together with and do things, it's literally completely irrelevant. You don't need it. You don't need to rely on like-minded individuals to validate what you're doing and how you're educating your children. It's literally not necessary whatsoever. Again, if you have some friends that are doing it and you have a group that you get together with, you know, from church or whatever it may be, I'm not saying that it's wrong, because it certainly is not in any way, shape, or form. That is not my point. But don't get hung up thinking that you have to find a group. Don't keep trying to go and force these meetups and these things like this with various groups to try to find a place for you and your kids to fit in. You don't need it. We tell each other and we tell all of these things that we have to have this community and this stuff. Community can be great. Most definitely it can. But it doesn't need to be something that we are getting worked up in and having all of these things. I mean, there's so much. Anything that takes away your time of glorifying God and being a disciple of Christ and teaching your children how to be disciples of Christ, anything that takes away from that or puts focus on something else other than that, would take the focus away, is not needed in your life whatsoever. And quite honestly, you probably shouldn't spend time doing it. So if you're going and you're getting in these homeschool groups, or you're trying to find these homeschool groups, and even if they're like, Christian homeschool groups, but the time you're spending together is not for the glory of God, is not in discipleship and fellowship and things like this that we know our time should be spent in, then what are you doing? We have to really pay attention to how we let this time that we're giving here on this earth slip through our fingers, right? Because it's slipping through our fingers all the time. So we have to think about that. So what are you giving your time to? Are you giving it so you can go hang out with the moms and, play Keeping Up with the Joneses and chat about, what hot TV show you're watching now and just nonsense and whatever? Like, is that how we're spending our time? Because I just really don't think, if we're holding stuff up to scripture, which we should do in every aspect of our life, that you've got a very strong case. And I don't think if you are sitting at home with no homeschool group, no like-minded mom friends, no homeschool families to hang out with, no support system, I don't think you should be upset about that. I don't think you should feel poorly about that. Because guess what? It doesn't matter, and you don't need it. Is your focused on Christ? Are you glorifying Christ and being a disciple of your Messiah, your Savior, every single day in whatever opportunity He puts in front of you? Even if that opportunity is literally being at home, cleaning up boogers and wiping booties all day long for your little ones. Even if that's it, that's your mission field. Your mission field might very well be that you sit at home by yourself all day, every day with these little tiny humans that just make messes everywhere. That might be it, okay? Because come on, let's be for real. Some days it feels like that's all you do, right? That's like the bane of your existence is boogery, poopy messes all day long. Quite possibly. Very well. It's there. That's your mission field. End of story. Do all to the glory of God. So everything that you have before you today, do it to the glory of God with the joy in your heart, because guess what? He died for you. So you are to be there to live and to uplift and to encourage and to train your tiny little humans into being disciples of Christ, because that's what we're here for, right? At the end of the day, when all is said and done, I could care less about what college my kids go to, what their, SAT scores are, what their yearly review is, what career path they have in the future. I could care less about any of that if my kids are going to hell. Let's just be honest. It doesn't matter. All of the other stuff, it doesn't matter. If you have a group of people that you can get together with, and it truly is a time of fellowship and of truly Christ-centeredness in everything, that's fantastic. That's great. I'm not putting that down, but don't sit around beating yourself up and trying to force yourself into finding these communities and support systems and friends and whatever, because guess what? You don't need it. You have your family, right? You, your husband, your children, or maybe you're a single mom. I mean, whatever your case may be, you have your core right there. That in itself, that is your fellowship, that is your mission field, that is your everything right there. And the more time you spend being okay with it just being you guys, the more focus you can put on your marriage, your children, your family, your home, the disciples you're raising, the disciple you're being, and all of that, the stronger and better that all of that is going to grow. You don't need girls' night out. You don't need homeschool co-op. You don't need field trips. You don't need, me time. You don't need all of these things that we tell, we tell one another that we need. You don't need that. And so if you're not getting that, it's more than okay, and don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Don't feel down about yourself because of it. I see so much of that every day. I mean, that's like a constant reoccurring topic. And I just wanted to, I feel like I say it in my head, but I just wanted to out loud kind of stop and shout, who cares? You don't need it. You need none of that. You need Christ. End of story. And what he's laid out in front of you right here in this moment, in this season of your life, is your mission field. So do it all to the glory of God and stop worrying about everything else. If he didn't give you a co-op, if he didn't give you the subsystem, if he didn't give you all those other things right now, it's because you don't need it, right? Is God going to give you what you need today? Yes, he is. If you truly are seeking him and serving him, and that's where your focus is, and you're doing these things, he's going to give you exactly what you need today. So guess what? If you don't have it, you don't need it. It's as simple as that. And that was something that I actually have saved as the background on my phone. God has promised to give us what we need. So if I don't have it today, I don't need it today. And that's a really hard pill to swallow right now for me in this state of where we're at with transitioning out of business, moving into ministry, not being able to pay my bills, struggling to keep food on the table, stuff falling apart and going very badly all around me, it seems like, and everywhere I look. I'm looking at Travis needs warm clothes badly. He's like wearing stuff that doesn't fit him. He doesn't have, I'm looking at all these things that is like killing me, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I am such a horrible mom. Why does my child not have these things? But then something happens and that need is met. He's taken care of. My husband's going through his stuff and he's like, hey, he has Travis try on these clothes that he had. They totally fit him. Travis is like ridiculously tall. They're built different. And Travis puts on these things, they fit him perfectly. It's like, well, now you got warm pants. Things like that. God is going to supply what you need. So if you don't have it, you don't need it. That doesn't mean your focus needs to be on attaining the things you don't have. Be it material items, be it relationships, co-ops, whatever the case may be. If you don't have it, you don't need it, because your focus always must be on Christ, and he will give you your mission field that's in front of you. So do that. Do it to the glory of God. Let everything else, just let it be. Let it go. It's not that big of a deal. So that was my rant, I guess, about that. But I mean it in the purest form, of everything. I think all of these people that keep walking by my car think I'm crazy because I'm sitting here in the parking lot talking to my camera. But we also live in like a really small little town, and it's mainly a retirement community. So whenever I'm out doing these things and I'm talking to my phone, I just see these cute little old people walking by me like, what the heck? They're always pretty confused. But anyways, that was my rant. I'm going to go in, get a few food items. I'm very thankful to have the ability to go in and purchase this food. Times of great need and struggle really do give you a fresh appreciation for simple things like being able to walk into the grocery store and purchase the food that you need. So I'm going to go do that and get back home with the kids. They have finished all of their like daily homeschool kind of core stuff. We are going to have lunch and then probably head out for our nature hike because they are like chomping at the bit to get out and do this since we've missed the past couple weeks. So we'll probably move almost directly into that. So I'm gonna go do this. Hopefully something I said serves you in some way and I just don't sound like a crazy person, but my hope is just to be of service to you in any way, shape, or form. So hopefully that did something, I guess. Cheerins! Hello! Hello, children! Children! Hello!
Yeah?
Okay. We are gonna go. Hey, girls! Hello!
Yeah?
Come here, please.
Yeah?
Pecking the snow, Virginia threw the snow in chunks and they're eating it.
Chicken, stop eating snow. Jen, come here, listen, please. Virginia.
Coco got her right in the face.
Yeah, show me Coco
Pecked her
Pecker.
right in the
I'm gonna see where the chicken peck you. Ouch.
Did it leave any marks?
Chicken kisses. Okay, listen. We are gonna go on our nature hike, okay? I want us to be seriously paying attention. You know how you guys watch Coyote Peterson on Brave Wilderness, and when they're out walking, they're looking for stuff and paying attention, right? I want us to be paying attention
Don't give up.
with our eyes and our ears and where we're stepping, everything around us, and let's see what we can find. Hey, Jen, are you listening?
I can step on in our
I want us to be paying attention to what miracles that we see that God has created that is here around us, okay? And let's see if anything looks different than how it did before it was covered in snow, right?
Yeah.
Do you think the snow made any things change, made some differences?
No, I think ice falling from the sky completely left the entire land be.
This is Roasted Rooster. Mom, have you shown?
Travis.
I don't know if I've ever.
Alright, Dre, let's go find a
Oh,
wasp nest. Let's
this
go.
rooster right there, the kids have named Roasted Rooster.
Yep. I wanna
Hi,
keep
Roasted
him.
Rooster. Apparently, you're going to be a roast.
No,
Jen, put that
he's
down, please.
not gonna be roasted. That's the whole thing.
He doesn't even want to be by the chickens. He wants to go play over here.
Instead
Scared of the chickens?
Instead
No, he's
of,
not scared of them. He just
okay, I
doesn't
know I
care.
love cats, and I hate to say this. Instead
Her
of
turkey's
scaredy
taller
cat,
than
it's
Jerry.
Our
scaredy
turkey is
chicken.
taller than the dog.
Yep.
I believe it.
Seriously?
He walked right by him, and I was like, oh my gosh. She's like,
You're right.
she's impossible.
Yeah.
All right, ready, guys?
I know. Like, it was hard for me to get another
Bunny, you ready to go hike?
I think she's
I think Bunny's ready to take a
She
nap.
can take a nap on you and you'll wake up at...
Yes, Bunny is probably going to nap.
Mom, who got that?
Get out of the snow!
Oh, I got snow.
They're gonna mosh through.
Mom, you should have told me to put on socks.
I did tell you to put on socks. Why aren't you wearing socks with your boots? All right,
You should've
we
told
are
me
going
that
to go
first
hike
time.
in the woods by our house.
Disgusting.
Jen, you're going the wrong way.
Look at our little Christmas trees out there. You know what's funny is that's all
Do you
from,
have a Christmas tree farm?
you know what, that's all from me hitting the stuff with the weed eater the one year and pulling all of that stuff out and then just leaving some of it in there.
What, bud?
Really careful.
Earthquake. Look at, you see all those pods, guys? Those are seed pods. Can you reach one of those traps?
Shake it so I can grab one. Tickle, shake it.
Let's open it up.
Tickle, shake it so they come off. They look like chicken or like popcorn.
There's one right there.
Hold Jerry.
Oh, there's one on the ground. Never mind. Look at Dad's working smarter, not harder.
Oh.
See right there on the ground?
Where? Wow.
Open it up, guys.
Here, I want this one. Beautiful.
What's inside?
Seeds.
A little seed?
Where?
What are these seeds are though? What
I
are
don't
they?
know what kind of tree this is. We should look it up.
Let's grab the seeds and save them.
Pretty
Wow.
cool, huh?
Hey, actually,
See
look
some
what I
trees grow
brought.
here.
Yeah.
Look what I brought.
Oh, there you go. You can
Try
put
the
it in there.
Sour Patch thing.
Oh, Dad has the thing.
Oh, nice. All right, let me.
That's
What
so
are these
cool.
called? Pods, right?
Yeah, they're little seed pods. And Daddy's going to see if he can figure out what kind of tree it is.
Mom,
Hmm.
would you like to maybe go to the PA?
We're not going to do that, but we're going to go through the woods over here. So a super cool thing is that our property borders that of a church, and they have this huge wooded area where they have cut in a trail for frisbee golf. So we can kind of come over here
Isn't there a chicken pen over
and
here?
hike around. No, that's the other way. Kind of hike around this trail that they have out here.
Come here, Mom. Look
See
at
mushrooms? Oh, good ones, Lil. Lily's finding all kinds of good stuff. Look at those mushrooms.
Oh, here we
Lily, not really supposed to.
Oh, wow.
are. Huge.
Look how big this one is. Hold up next to your head. I can see the size.
It's like,
That's a big old mushroom.
oh, it smells terrible. I can't do that anymore. Dad, here, take a picture. I need to know what it. I need to know what it's called.
Will that app do mushrooms too, or just plants?
I need it
What kind? Did you pull one off too, Jen?
to be able to do mushrooms. 'Cause check out. Hey, I want these to fly.
There's a big old tree down. Look at that tree. Very cool. And Lily has her notebook. She brought hers with her. The other kids opted to do theirs when we got back. But she has her notebook where she is, ow, sorry, noting down the things that she's finding. And then she has that old icebreakers container that she's putting her various leaf clippings and seeds and stuff like that that she has found to go into her nature journal. Are you just helping Jerry so he can mark every tree?
I think I found like an old barn or something.
Yeah, I think there's one up there.
We have t-shirts.
A throne seat. Hello, Virginia.
Hello. Hi.
Virginia, do you know how many spiders are eating you right now?
I'm the royal.
Your seat is very cool.
I'm Travis.
Nope, I'm not listening to anything. Say bye.
I'm your royal advisor.
The royal advisor.
Where's the mushroom you found? Very
Ew.
cool.
That seat isn't.
This is my dream.
This is your dream?
Can someone hold my mushroom? Can you hold that?
Hold her mushroom, Dad.
Ah.
Oh, hi, baby. Pickle, what are you doing? Being a monkey?
Jay's actually helping me keep balance. Jay, am I cheating? Jay.
No,
Did you have fun, Jerry boy?
everything's cheating. There's no rules to this climbing this tree. Ah! Oh, Mom. Speaking of chickens, Brock was trying to crow, and something like grabbed him. I don't know if it was bird or
Hi,
something,
chicken.
and it made him scream.
Virginia.
Oh, no. Are you being a chicken, Gigi?
Me too.
There's Turk
Says
there.
I don't have arms, just wings.
Yeah, Target. Okay, but that guy has to look like
Yeah, it looks like it.
Bark, bark.
You goose.
Bark, bark, bark. Oh, hold on, I need to
I'm
stretch.
just gonna go now.
That's how they stretch. It is something.
Yeah, they are cute how they stretch.
There we go. I got it now.
Chicken yoga?
Dad, look, chicken yoga.
He has one with the herd.
The flock has grown by 2. Come on, Gigi, come on. Travis.
Hey, get up here.
Come on, guys.
I hit Jerry's channel.
All right, I would say nature walk was a success. We moshed all around the forest and found all kinds of goodies. Oh, you never fell asleep, but you're tired. Yes, you are. You is so tired. Lily collected all kinds of samples and wrote about things.
Back home, okay? And I'll read it to.
Hey, read it to me. Which things did you find?
We have seed pods, holly, rushula, I can't pronounce the other name, turkey tails, and tree wood holder, the firewood holder.
Yeah. Lots of mushrooms. We looked up different kinds.
Do you want to know what I found?
What'd you find?
Lily was still in her hair.
Travis.
You want to go?
Pretty soon she's gonna find a brother with snow in his face. Hey, don't forget your stuff, Lil. Okay, no, Lily Blair. No, ma'am. Virginia, you need to pick that up and take it back up so it can get thrown away. Grab your stuff, please. We don't leave a mess. Oh, Lily has her goodies.
Look, in her hair she still has all kinds of
Oh
snow.
my goodness.
We have some seeds that went.
You can just take it out of your dreadlocks.
Very
like
cool.
Like had the hat. He just is able to take stuff. Here, you can-
Very good job, Lil. Oh, you have the stuff in there? Okay, hold
Did you
on.
like what I
Hold
found?
on. Okay, there it is.
Then I have a leaf.
So there's one of the seed pods. Okay.
Alright. And then I collected a lot of seeds just in case we could plant them. And then I have a turkey tail.
A turkey tail mushroom.
I can just grab it out of here.
You're so goofy.
It's beautiful.
Let me see it. Hold it up.
Hopefully it doesn't die.
Oh, look at that turkey tail mushroom.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Just put this back all in here though. And I found
It's very awesome.
I collected 4 seeds. Lord Almighty. And let's put this one back.
Very good job. Good nature walk, huh?
Yeah. I love it.
Mama.
Is it recording?
Okay, they are crazy kids right now. I'm gonna let them go in, try to get Olivia to take a nap. I told the kids that they could get some Brave Wilderness Coyote Peterson time. No, go put that up, Jen. No, ma'am. No, take that up, put it on the cement, please. Virginia Carroll, what did I just say? No, put it up on the cement now, please. Lily, grab your stuff. Don't leave it out here.
Okay, I got it.
You guys make a mess everywhere you go. I see that. Go grab your stuff. Oh my gosh. I think they had a fun time. I'm tired. We are going to come in though, let them watch some kind of nature type shows to kind of finish up their day, and I think we've had a good Monday. So I hope you guys have had a good day. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you guys tomorrow.